Gone are the days that men have to put in work, hustle harder, and be more presentable to get a good woman. These days, you could put in 20 times more work, be high value, be attractive, and all you will get is lower value women. A very good example is this recent news about Logan Paul, a famous, wealthy, and attractive man, and all he could pull is a woman with a higher body count than the number of videos I have made this year. The issue here is not even only the increase in demands by hoes, but the increase in the number of hoes in the Western world itself. Hoeflation. Why are all these happening though? Why are hoes who, in previous years, are either doing it in secret or ashamed of it now doing it openly and making ridiculous demands? The major reason is because of simps. Let me show y'all a video that basically explains what hoeflation means real quick before we continue. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel if you love the contents I create for you, by the way. Thank you.
Consider this, right? The average guy today, his granddad had to put in a quarter of the work to get the kind of woman that is 4 times as amazing as the woman he's attracted.
Oh, are you
like his grandmother was an amazing woman and a very, very feminine, natural woman, and his granddad really didn't have to do the kind of work he has to do right now as a young man in the Western world.
So you're talking about hoeflation.
Yes, it's hoeflation.
Hoeflation. So modern men have to work 5 times harder than their grandfathers did for women 20 times worse than what their grandmothers were.
When a woman decides to sleep around, and there are simps drooling all over her feet waiting for a chance to sleep with her, she believes she is the prize. These bunch of horny men who would pay and do anything to get laid has caused hoeflation. Women with no value, no assets, and no career so far will boldly tell a man that is building his career that he is not enough because he doesn't make 6 figures yet, or that he is not muscular enough. I once met a woman some time ago. We exchanged contacts and chatted for a while. During the course of exchanging texts, I knew she was not the one. She told me about her previous ex and how the guy did everything possible to get her because she initially didn't like him. She said he would buy gifts and flowers and send it to her every day with letters begging her to give him a chance. She said she now believes that's the barest requirement for anyone who wants her. I asked her why the relationship has now ended then, if he did all that, and she liked it. She honestly told me that she didn't actually like the guy, but now when she meets new men that she likes, she gets put off when they can't do what her simp of an ex did. You all should already know how that ends with me. Now, the basis of the story, she also probably told her friends what that ex did for her. They see the gifts and all. It raises their expectations for any man that meets them. So one simp has created an entire enigma of inflation in which low-value women believe the requirements a man needs to show to date. Hers now higher.
How much do you think a man should spend on a first date?
$1,000.
I don't know.
Why should a man spend $1,000 on you?
Because I'm cute.
Just because you're cute?
Yeah, sure.
Is it all about the money for you?
It's not about the money, but I know I deserve this, so.
Okay. So if I take you out and I said, I'm going to spend $1,000 on you tonight, you're going to throw it back on me when we're finished, right?
Oh, it depends.
What would it depend on?
It depends on a lot of things.
But I just dropped $1,000 on you.
But it doesn't matter.
Would you ever see yourself spending $1,000 on a man for a first date?
No, because it's completely different.
She believes that a man should spend at least $1,000 on her on the first date, and what's her reason? Because she believes she's cute. That's obviously delusional. But there are some men, some simps that will go ahead and spend even more than that to get to talk to her. This inflated their perceived sense of value. Some modern women even view sex as a business. Some open OnlyFans to sell their nudes. Some sleep with different men on different date nights so they can get dinner to eat. Some whore around to get a source of income. Years back, behaviors like these were shunned, but society has grown to accept it now. And when you find a woman like that and you ask about her sexual history, it is misogyny. You can't ask about her sexual experiences. What she has done, it doesn't matter. Her body count doesn't matter. The past doesn't matter. It's oppression and slut-shaming when you reject a woman for being promiscuous. And when men encourage women not to be promiscuous, they get termed toxic and controlling. I'll tell you something. When you get wealthy and build yourself and your life up to the standard that you desire, what determines your success next isn't the quantity of women you attract, but the quality of the women you attract. Not how many, but how good. That's what determines your measure as a man. This is an area where many male celebrities are failing. When they rise to fame and get exposed to different catalogs of women, they go for the models, the many. Not the good, the high-value women. That's why most of their marriages end up in divorce. And some even get to split their wealth into two, or pay alimony and child support. I won't be harsh on these celebrities though. The number of Western women who still have quality is minimal, and people still wonder why passport bros are leaving in search of traditional women. Imagine working your ass off as a man, hustling day and night, finally building yourself up and getting your finances in order. Then society tells you that for you to settle down, build a home and start a family, it has to be with one of these modern women that have spent their own years hoeing around, sending feet pics and nudes on OnlyFans, and having seen more balls than Cristiano Ronaldo. Now they are 30 plus and ready to settle down, asking you what you bring to the table. And society expects you to settle down with them and not go on your way to find high-value women. Years of backbreaking work, years of building up your business, or years of being in someone's employment. Years you've denied yourself luxuries so you can save up a few dollars, and society thinks you looking for a high-value woman is wrong. And it is perfectly fine if these low-value women want high-value men, it is. No one can convince a woman who has seen men spend thousands of dollars on her because she is pretty to lower her standards. We men just have to raise our standards too. We can't be settling for mediocrity. If you have taken your time to build yourself, raise your value, made money, and it's time to settle down, do not marry for beauty that will fade away with time. Of course, I'm not saying marry an ugly woman, but there are factors and red flags to consider before checking beauty when trying to settle down with a woman. I'm personally glad that men are starting to wake up. We just can't invest so much, build so much to settle for so little. The rise of passport bros just shows how far high-value men will happily go to find high-value women also. Dating in Western countries are at an all-time low. Men either prefer to stay single or go out to foreign countries to find a woman than to date these modern women who have wasted their prime years sleeping with different women. Men are done using dating apps. Men are done approaching Western women. Men are done attending singles events. You should not be scared to say no to these hoes. If she believes you have to spend at least $1,000 on the first date just so you can get to know her, why should you stay? It costs just a little higher for you to go your own way and find a woman that is ready to settle and start a family with you. You should get your passport, guys. That will be all for today. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Also, kindly like and subscribe to this channel for more beautiful contents like this. See you soon. Cheers.